to the grocery store. We're going to the store right now because we didn't wake up until I want to say 3 p.m. and we didn't like fully wake up because we like woke up and went to sleep till 7. So yeah, we got up at 7 p.m. and that's because we didn't go to sleep till 9:10ish a.m. this morning. So we're going to Winko because it's open 24 hours and we don't want to have to rush because it's only 9 o'clock and Walmart and stuff closed at like 11. And by the time I shower and stuff, it's gonna be like 10. And we have to get grocery because we're empty, honey. After quarantine and stuff, we're empty. So we're just gonna go to Winko. And I don't really like the fruit sometimes from Winko. Our Winkos, just sometimes the fruit's not fresh. So I'm gonna have to get some of that stuff from Smith's tomorrow. It just depends. But anyway, yeah, so I'm gonna get in the shower.
Show me the car when you turn me on. The way you tell me you want me down. Done it, I done this before you falling. I won't catch you, don't know I'm stalling. Cause you love to have him all crying.
Okay, so I'm out of the shower. I'm gonna do some skincare while I guess talk to you. So I'm starting off with this Aveeno Daily Moisturizer lotion. Anyway, so I guess I'll give you a backstory before I tell this story. So now that I'm married, I have a total of 9 nieces and nephews combined from both me and my husband's side, okay? I have a total of 9 from each side, right? So, I'm gonna talk about my nephew, but this particular nephew is from my brother's side, on my side, my brother's son, okay? Also, I'm using the Ordinary hyaluronic acid all over my face. So anyway, y'all, basically I'm gonna give you a little backstory. When the pandemic hit last year, I came home from school, from college, in March. I'm using the Ordinary caffeine solution under my eyes because bags. Anyway, so basically my brother and his wife, my sister-in-law, were essential workers, so they had to work the entire pandemic. And you need to know that because of course, you know, finding somewhere for a baby to go is one thing, but finding somewhere for them to go during the strike of the pandemic is another. So, of course, me and my mom was like, yeah, bring them here, we'll take care of them. My nephew turned 3 in February, that just passed, and to get close to the timeline, when this happened, he had turned 2 in the February, right before I came home from school, because I came home in March, like I said, and he is currently 3 now, and he turned 3 this past February. Okay, so that's just a little timeline. So me and my nephew were close, but I feel like because of the fact that he was with me, and it was a pandemic, and we didn't have nowhere to go, we were in the house, and he was with me from Monday to Friday, from 7 in the morning to 5 in the night. Me and my mom, he got really, really close with us, right? So basically, since he got so close with us, in December hit and I got engaged and married and stuff, you know, and the pandemic was kind of starting to settle down and all that stuff in 2020. Well, it wasn't settling down, but you know what I mean. I knew there was going to be some changes. I knew that I was going to leave soon, which I did. And so, yeah, I knew that was going to happen. But I didn't really expect everything, you know. You really can't expect like what's to come. I do know that, yeah, I did go to college, like I said, but when I was in college, it was literally my first year of college when the pandemic hit, my second semester, and I came home in March, so I was only in college for like literally a semester and a half. I was away at college, and at this time he was just one or something, so he didn't really comprehend. People just came and was like, you know, they were still at the stage where people were coming in and out of his house like, ooh, come see the new baby, he's just one, blah, 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 you know, stuff like that. So I don't think he really comprehended, like I said, which is why we got so close. Then because that's when he started to realize he was getting his terrible twos, you know, he started to realize like, oh, this is my auntie, you know, this is my grandma, this is my papa, this is my other auntie, because my sister was staying with us, and sometimes, and stuff like that, right? So I think that's when he started kind of realizing who was who. So we got really, really close. And when I came here, I thought I was gonna be back, but I didn't know when. So I was kind of just like, you know, I'm gonna see your chicken. I call him chicken. I was like, I'm gonna see your chicken sometime, but I didn't know when, okay? So, ow, oh my gosh. Why is it so hard to do? Anyway, so I ended up being able to come back for 3 weeks, literally like a month ago, and I wasn't able to see him that much because right when I came back, the Delta variant kind of started getting crazy, and 2 of my family members got it right when I was supposed to hang out with them when I came back. And so I was kind of cautious and didn't really, me and my mom was both like, this variant is different, it's getting crazy, you know, maybe I shouldn't go, which was really sad because I knew I was only back for 3 weeks. But I mean, this pandemic, man, is kind of like you do what you can for your health, basically. When all this happened, I was like, I'm not gonna be able to see my chicken as much as I wanted to, and I was not able to see my other nieces and nephews at all. So yeah, I just feel like it was kind of sad that I was able to see nobody. But anyway, so when I was about to leave to come back here, I live over 1,000 miles away from him, by the way, on the West Coast, and I'm from the South. So anyway, when I was on my way back here, like the day before I left, I got to see him. But I was able to see him, and I told him that Titi's gonna get on the plane and she's gonna fly back home, and that she planned to see him eventually. Because my family had said that they were coming to visit me during the winter holidays this year. So, like, well, really during like Thanksgiving. So I was like, so you'll see me soon, but yeah, Titi gotta go back. So he was like, Titi's going on the plane, and I was like, yeah, Titi's going on a big old plane. And me and my mom went to the store while they were about to take me to the airport, my mom and my sister, and we bought him a plane. Kind of let him know, you know, Titi, you're not gonna be seeing much of Titi, which you haven't anyway because I had left, you know. But fast forward till last night. So I came home and I got a call from my brother. And I just wanted to remind you, we're like an hour difference between them and where I live. So we're like an hour difference or whatever. So he called me at 8, but I didn't see his call till like 9:30 my time. And that's like 10:30 their time. So I called back. I was like, hopefully, I know he was calling because of chicken, but I was like, hopefully he'll be up. And he was. So he was up and we were able to talk, not much, but still were able to talk a little bit because I knew he had to get in bed eventually. And y'all, I'm gonna before I finish, look, so this is like, I banded my hair down. I'm just trying something new, and I kind of like it. We're gonna see. So anyway, so he called me and we talked. I asked him what school, because he's in like, you know, like a little daycare type school, Head Start kind of. Head Start, I don't know. I don't want to say wrong, but he's in that. Asked him how school. He said he's a cool kid. He said that he likes school. My brother said that he's been eating his food at school, you know, eating all his food. He told me that his teacher tells him, you know, you gotta lay down and take a nap. But I knew eventually I had to get off the phone because it was late. So our conversation kind of came close to an end, and my brother was like, you know, tell TT good night, you gotta go to bed. And so he said, night night, TT. And I said, night night, chicken. And I said, I love you so much. And I was waiting for him to tell me he loved me too, because he does that, right? But instead, he kind of like frowned a little, and he was like, TT, when are you coming home? Y'all, I almost grabbed every penny out my purse and was about to book a flight right then. He said, it's so sweet. When are you coming home? And I was like, I didn't want to lie to him. But I also wanted to give him, you know, hope around this. I was like, well, you and Daddy and Mama and Papa and TT and, well, he calls him Aunt Kaka, Jessica, my sister. He was like, all y'all are gonna come see me. It's really soon. That's what I told him, which I knew soon for him probably meant like a week, but soon for me meant like, you know, 2 months. I didn't want to say all that though. So I told him, I was like, you know, y'all see me really soon. It'll be all right, stuff like that. And he started to, like, you know how babies, they start to frown, like they're about to cry. And I was like, oh, dang, you're gonna break my heart right here on this phone. And so he started to cry. Well, he started to like, type thing. And I was like, oh no. I was like, maybe he's also a little tired because it's late. That's what I was trying to like tell myself almost, y'all, because I just didn't want to think about the fact that right now, the reason why he's upset, I just didn't want that to be that's the reason. So he was crying. I was like, oh, chicken, you're breaking my heart. I was like, I'm gonna see you soon though. And so my brother was like, yeah, you gonna see you soon, I promise. And he started to get a little bit more upset. And so my brother was like, we'll just call you later, because he knew that he was going to calm him down at the end of the day. So I was like, all right, y'all. And I hung up the phone. So I was hurt. I was like, hurt my little nephew's heart right now. Today I get some pictures from my mom, and it's my nephew. He had came over to the house, like over to my mom's house, and she had took some pictures. He wanted me to see his new haircut. He always used to weigh himself on my scale that's in my room. Well, used to be my room. He always used to weigh himself there, and he wanted to show me his weight and stuff like that and how big he's gotten. And my mom was like, my brother, he told me about the call, and he said that he had to start looking for tickets right then and there, plane tickets, because he was hurt and he did not understand why TT and everything like that. And I was like, that is very heartbreaking. So yeah, anyway, y'all, hair is looking kind of weird, but then again, we're just going to the grocery store, so I don't really mind it. So yeah, so I think that's all I'm gonna do. I'm going to get fully ready and we're gonna head out to the grocery store.
Cause you a bad money, she don't love money. She break grass real fast like conman. Wanna swim down to the deep end. Wanna know all my secrets, honestly. Can you keep it real? Cause honestly, I can tell that you're real fond of me. Baby, don't be shy, I can see it in your eyes. I've been running around, too bad, I've been sticking on your mind. I know you like it how I rock it from behind. I know you stand it how you taking all my time. Left, right, can you take it all night?
It's 3 o'clock in the morning, but we're about to eat this. I want to get into makeup. Like, okay, I feel like everyone at some point got into makeup. Either they loved it or they hated it. But I loved it. I just couldn't do it right, like do it well. So I really want to get into it. I really want to do it right. It could be an investment if I do really well. I don't know.